Good morning, guys! Ta-da! It's Pearly again. So, today is a rainy day. Well, actually, I'm not such a big fan of a rainy day because I like the sun. Oh my god, my intro, this is like, what am I talking about? And anyway, what I'm going to say is that I think there is no better way of staying at home, being a homebody, and learn languages during a raining day. So that's what I'm going to do today. So far in my study vlogs or many of my videos, I do a lot of input. So today I'm gonna try to do some output with Spanish. And the reason that I didn't do that many output in my video, especially for the language that I just started learning, is because I also struggle with output. Like, even with French and Japanese, I'm still really stressed when I have to speak. I'm still like nervous about it all the time. But anyway, I think still in the beginner stage is the most difficult part. And that's why I'm gonna try to challenge myself to do it today. So I did some research online and made a plan for myself to practice speaking all by myself as a beginner. The thing is, in the beginner stage especially, I don't really like to look for exchange partners to practice with or even find a teacher. I just felt stressed out to do that. You know, like, no. So I just prefer to do it all by myself. And this is possible, I think. But I'm gonna try it today, and you can tell me after my video whether you think it is even possible or not. So the plan that I made for myself is I'm going to do 4 things today. First, I'm going to pick 1 to 2 Spanish beginner videos and do shadowing practice. And second, I'm going to start using what I have learned so far. Heads up, I have been learning Spanish for around like a month right now. I didn't really study it every day, but yeah, around a month. And I'm gonna start use all I've learned to make sentences that are relevant to me. And we'll see how that goes. And third, I'm going to start talking to myself. And fourth, last thing I'm going to do is to write a short journal. So this is the video that I'm going to do the shadowing practice with. And the length is 4 minutes 52 seconds. While doing shadowing practice, I'm also at the same time trying to learn the meaning of the new words. So that's why, let me show you. I always prefer to pick the video that can show up both subtitles at the same time.
Entre los propósitos.
Entre los propósitos. Entre los propósitos. Among the most. Entre los propósitos. I will pause often, not only for repeating after the audio, but also to start imagining what scenarios would I likely to use these sentences. For example, voy a hacer más ejercicio. I'm going to work out more. This is a sentence that I will definitely use often because I need to work out more. Ahora sí. And sometimes, even after you do the comparison with the English subtitles, there are sometimes still words that I just don't know what it means. So instead of like look it up right away, I prefer to first write it down and look it up later. So I won't get distracted and, you know, switching between different tasks so often and to just focus. Why am I dropping so many hairs? Is it because Spanish stressed me out? No!
Este año tengo que ser más organizado.
Este año tengo que ser más organizado. So another thing that I will do when I'm doing the shadowing practice is that I will try my best to mimic the emotions of the speaker. Or sometimes I even add in the emotions of myself, what my emotions would be like when I'm speaking that sentence. I finished 2 times of shadowing practice with the video that I picked, and I think the good thing about doing shadowing practice is that, sometimes when you practice, not sometimes, but all the time, I think, when you practice more, you just become more confident because you are practicing your tone and also your rhythm, the intonation, the pronunciation and things like that. So I think before actually I do this shadowing practice, I feel like there is no way that I could speak anything right now. After doing it, you will feel like at least you can do something with speaking right now, not like, oh, I have no idea how to even start open my mouth with this language that I just started to learn. Okay, so now what I'm going to do next is that I'm going to make sentences that are relevant to me. Okay, so I finished making 14 sentences. I'm going to go on ChatGPT and ask ChatGPT to check it for me to see whether the sentences are grammatically correct or not. And I'll correct the one that I made mistakes. Yeah! I created 14 sentences that are relevant to me that I will likely to use often in my daily life. For example, este año voy a dormir más. So really, writing out sentences that are relevant to you, this method is just so powerful because so many of the times I learned a lot of words, but those words I never use them, not even in my native tongue. I just very soon forgot about them. Hi, good afternoon. So it comes the most challenging part, which is talking to myself. I think in my level it's still a bit too early because I simply don't have that many words or phrases in my head yet. So even if I start talking to myself, it wouldn't be able to last long. I'm not sure if it's gonna work out. We'll see. I'm gonna try right now. ¿Cómo está el clima hoy? ¿Cómo está el clima hoy? Hoy el clima es mucho calor, hace calor. Mi no favorito el clima mucho calor. If it makes sense. Anyway, mucho calor, hace mucho calor. Next. ¿Cómo te llamas? Me llamo Pearly. ¿De dónde eres? Taiwan. ¿Qué es eso? ¿Qué es eso? ¿Qué es eso? Yo no puedo hablar, yo no puedo hablar español porque yo porque no sé. This is how limited, how little I know right now for Spanish. I just couldn't hold the conversation with myself for too long because I ran out of the words or phrases that I know. But it's okay, At least it's better than doing nothing. So never mind. Next. ¿De dónde eres? Estoy en casa. Estoy en mi casa. ¿Qué va a tomar? Quiero agua. Este año voy a poder hablar árabe y español. And that's about it for my very bad talk to myself section for today. Hi. So the last thing that I'm going to do today is to write a short journal. Oh, I really kind of don't want to do it because I don't know, I just feel like it's gonna be a tough job. Anyway, I'm just gonna use all I've learned so far and try to write something, even if it's gonna be just a few sentences. Let me try it. Okay, so this is how far I could go. It's hard. So anyway, I'm gonna type this onto ChatGPT and then check the grammar. I copy paste the things onto the Google Translate and I'm going to listen to the audio right now.
Hoy el clima está muy soleado, así que hace mucho calor.
Okay guys, now I'm gonna read my own journal. Hoy el clima está muy soleado, así que hace mucho calor. No me gusta. Hoy aprendí español, francés, árabe y japonés. Hoy vi videos en YouTube en francés, japonés, árabe, español y inglés. Para la comida, comí arroz y verduras. Estoy feliz. Intenté hablar español hoy, pero fue difícil. Okay, so that's all about it today, guys. I think the good thing about practicing alone is that you will no longer fear making mistakes. I think it can feel more comfortable being an independent learner because you don't need to stress out to always have to look for exchange partner or look for teachers, book a lesson, things like that. You know that by yourself, you can also practice speaking to some certain extent. And when the opportunity actually arrived, then you will feel more comfortable and more confident in actually conduct a conversation in your target language with someone. I think that's the goal of this practice. So that's all about it today. I hope you enjoyed it. I enjoy doing this practice myself, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!